I love you, baby. Yeah, there's the food. I'm tired. I'm about to go lay my ass down. And you scrolling as well. You on TikTok, Instagram. And
you distracted as well.
You distracted as well. So it's you're not teaching. You're not pouring into your kids like our parents poured into us sometimes.
Yeah,
right.
And I think another thing, our parents are kind of like still shocked from like Jim Crow. Like they were like maybe on the tail end of the Jim Crow. And their parents was part of like maybe some slavery, their grandparents. So they still had that like fear of like, oh no, you can't do that. So you best be on your best behavior so you don't get
grocery store. You better not touch nothing in this grocery store.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas we like that's not anything that really like we read about it, we know
because
about it.
Anything in the grocery store we could pay for it. Like we like
even like with us, what are we? We're only like what our group. We're only like 4 generations away from slavery.
Yeah, they say
3.
two grandmas away.
Yeah, we like 2 to 3 3 generations away from slavery. So that's close.
Yeah,
that's close. So like you said, man, I think that's what plays into that as well.
Yeah. And now we like losing that because we're getting further and further away from it, and it's like we got more freedoms, and it's not as we still have some of the problems like with police brutality and all that other stuff, but it's not the same where like people are getting lynched and. You can't. Well, we got sundown towns, but there's none around.
Not like how nothing in comparison to what it used to be.
And some of them were probably actually in those areas, in those parts of the town, because a lot of our families.
Well, your dad talking about coming from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They come from the South, so they dealt with all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they had the parenting. They parented it the way they parented because of the traumas from their upbringing and listening to their parents and grandparents talking about what went on.
Yeah.
And now we like our parents don't really, they weren't like giving us stories. Like they kind of shielded us.
That story about your dad talking about from Oklahoma, I had never heard that.
Yeah, me neither.
I was like, wait, what?
Exactly. Like
you
they don't
state that on Indian reservation.
Yeah.
And like, what? Like
my dad went over there and got us to an Indian reservation and they fed us and all this stuff.
That's
like,
crazy.
Some real estate stuff had happened and the dude hated on his dad. And then his dad, whatever, he had to get out of we out of here.
Yeah.
Packed up and left Oklahoma in a car to come to California. Ran out of gas and this and that and had to like barter with an Indian reservation to get
That's crazy.
Like just think about the mindset that you got to be in and also even navigating.
Yeah.
From like you didn't pick up your family on your phone like this.
Yeah.
You got to look at it.
And you telling your family... Your wife and your woman got to be with the business too. Like whatever you say, I'm with it.
Up and we
if
going.
you saying I'm leaving Oklahoma, we're headed to California, there can't be what's going on? And
get in the car and
get your ass in the car. We're out of here.
Yeah.
Our life is up and we're leaving.
Yeah.
Imagine you trying to tell Ayana you about to leave California and go drive to Wyoming or something.
Like, good. I've been trying to get rid of your ass.
Yeah, you gonna go. Take all your little shit.
Yeah.
And get in your car.
Make sure you take the little cameras and monitors and shit.
Actually, I've been at your shit back.
Don't leave a cord here, nigga.
See, I gotta go back to your ass.
I got a bug out bag for you. Here go your bug out bag. Get out of here.
It's gonna be on the bag. Get rid of a nigga.
You got everything you need. Your passport, your license, your wallet, all your extra money.
Go, bye.
Hey, that's crazy. But also, not to get distracted or to get too far away from it, but the other thing I will say is the pressure on us to raise our family by ourselves because of the lack of trust also. Because, nigga, our kids ain't just going anywhere.
Hell no.
Our kids ain't just,
spinning
the coach is taking you to the game? Cool. Yeah. Coach is taking you home? We done heard the horror stories. And our parents had to go through that. Yeah. With people, and maybe the kids not even telling their parents or not telling them, like they were still on the village mentality, but also in that village mentality, some predators thrived.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
A lot of predators thrived in that aspect of, oh yeah, I got the kids. Yeah, go to Coach Johnny's or the daycare or this or going to the park or whatever. Yeah. We were at the park all
day.
Nigga, by ourselves.
All day.
Yeah.
All
I'm
day.
like 5, 6, 7 going to the park.
Walking to the park.
Yeah.
That's why
going to the ice cream truck with cash, like and money and this and that. Like they were way more trusting back then. And so from their trusting ways, we may have been traumatized through stories, through what we saw and what we had. Because now, like, it's almost like maybe to a fault, the overprotection shit of like, nigga, you ain't spending the night nowhere. Yeah, I don't know.
Let them walk home from school, and school may not even be that far. It may be less than half a mile away, and we still don't let them walk.
And that only makes it harder on us.
Yeah, because now we've run scrambling trying to go pick them up. Our parents
I got to get there. I got to
hurry up, get there. Yeah,
I got to do this. Everything we have to make up for everything because of what we don't want to happen from the past or what it may have happened. Yeah. And then we're at work. Yeah. We're working. We're doing this, and we're trying to be absolutely everything for our children to protect them from stuff. Yeah, that's a big difference too. Our parents was it?
Man, my dad was worried about hey, get home from school the best way you can.
I wish they would tell my dad or mom, there's a basketball tournament in San Diego.
Guess who won't be there?
What? We wasn't going to that.
Not only will Jason not be there, but we won't be there, and nobody else will be there associated with this family.
We not going to that. That's out.
Even if it was a track meet, it would be like at the end of the season, maybe like some finals or whatever. Yeah. And guess what? It would be a bunch of kids with 2 cars, 2 parents, 2 families. Not all the families would go.
Yep.
It would be like, okay, Coach William is taking them.
Yeah, Broomfield taking them all.
Broomfield taking all of them. Or this and that. Every parent couldn't go. Yeah. They just had to work on the weekends. And
then the parent may show up like on the last day or on a Sunday or something or Saturday. Like, we got to be out there Friday. So we riding with whoever down there, Dottie, Angie, or whoever. Yeah. They taking us to the track meet. And then our parents come on the back end of it.
Even in school, like the homie Pops used to take all us to school. He would load us up and drop us off. And my mom had to trust that, that he was going to do what he said he was going to do, which he did. He made sure he was on our ass and he made sure we was there and respectful and everything else. But
we was on that city bus or the school bus.
And then it turned into the city bus and the school bus,
Transfer.
The city bus, people used to be on there wild. And the city bus.
The city bus was crazy.
Long Beach Transit was
it builds character riding the city
bus. For sure.
Builds character or it builds trauma.
Yeah. Both. It helps with
hit that button quickly.
Well, it helps with awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be on your P's and Q's. You learn to watch for things.
And I think that's the only way you learn is by being out in the wild.
Yeah.
Like, you can't read a book into how to survive in the wild. You got to actually be in it. That's why we survived it, because
we was in
our parents put us out there like, y'all go figure this shit out.
Bro, this is a time when cell phones and shit was non-existent.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We would be out we would leave the house at 10 in the morning and wouldn't be coming home till 8 at night.
Dude.
And they didn't have our location. They couldn't call and see where we was at.
They weren't even worried about where we were either.
Yeah. They were
like, as long as you back into the house.
You better be in this house before these street lights come on.
That's it. That's the only thing that matters.
You miss a bus stop. That is just another 15 minutes of exposure to the street. You know what I mean? Like, where you down the street a little too far, like, nah, I ain't waiting for the bus. I'm just going to jog.
On everything. Like, nah, that bus going to take too long. I'm going to get in trouble. Niggas start walking.
Sometimes you fall asleep on that bus unexpectedly. You wake up, you're like, oh my God, I'm 5-6 stops away.
In trouble.
I did that.
In trouble.
I've done that. I fell asleep on the bus before I woke up like, oh, where the fuck am I at? Like, I blew it.
It's getting dark. And then that's just the parents, but then we thinking about like just even the dangers of what our city where we at.
Yeah.
Like I waited 15 minutes by Poly to get on this bus.
On the 7?
Like I'm just saying, like I waited 15 minutes here where I feel my home territory.
Yeah.
But I missed a stop down the way over here. I'm out of bounds.
Yeah.
And you mean I gotta wait 15, 20 minutes
for another
bus in the out of bounds? Like, I'll jog back.
Yeah.
My backpack on, it's like, just swinging on your back.
You were sitting duck also. You know what I mean? Like, you just really out of bounds. And it's just, you had to learn that kind of behavior. Like,
I was going from the east to the north.
Dude.
And it's like, I get down here and I'm fine. I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything going on around here. I know everybody around here. I'm safe. This is my safe place. But then I got to go home and it's like, oh my God.
The 61 or the 62?
61 or the 62, man, down Atlantic, bro.
And the 7 was orange?
And you get everything on that bus, bro.
The 41 and 45 was always the cool ones, the ones that went down Anaheim.
Anaheim.
Yeah.